Hi everyone, I'm really sorry. Apparently my stories audio was quite wonky yesterday, so I'm here with Frankie and I have a bit of an update. So first of all, I'll restate that yesterday afternoon I took him to the University of Minnesota to go to their small animal hospital and see their orthopedic specialist because for me, I'm really struggling to accept that there's not anything that we can do for him. So I'll update as best as I remember. It was a lot of information, but I will, I think. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. Sorry, just a second. Frankie's purse. Okay. So I will update as best I can. I'm probably not going to remember everything, but they are going to send me like a summary, so I'll post that as soon as I have it. So just to say that they did a full examination yesterday, and in, I guess, good news, it is not osteosarcoma. They do not believe, firstly because it's on the joint and that's not usually where those tumours grow, and secondly because he would have passed away by now if it was. So I guess that's good. So happy little Frankie purrs. So what does that mean? It is some kind of cancer, probably. More than likely, they just don't know what. They did mention, figure is cleaning. They did mention a couple of possibilities, and I can't remember the name right now, but like I said, as soon as I get the summary from the vet, I will share it. But what does that mean? So what it means is we might have options. We are going for a CT on Thursday of next week, and they are going to do a CT scan of his leg so they can see, first of all, exactly where it is. And secondly, they're going to do a biopsy so we can find out exactly what kind of, what kind of cancer that it is, and therefore kind of more information on prognosis, more information on treatment options if there are any. We're also going to do a scan of his chest just to make sure that it is not spread, because obviously that would change things substantially. You know, he's not showing any symptoms that it has. His weight isn't dropping, but you never know. So that CT is gonna be costly. Our appointment yesterday was $300 just around, and the CT itself could be up to about $2,800. And I know for some of you might be sitting there saying, what the hell are you doing? But the answer is simple. I promised Frankie when I rescued him that I would do everything I could to give him the best possible life. And for me personally, I need answers. Especially after everything that I went through with losing Luna. I never knew what happened. I never knew what took her, and it's something that still impacts me quite heavily today. And for Frankie, I can't sit back and do nothing if there is something we can do. And if there is something we can do, I'll figure out a way to do it. And if there's not, I know for certain that I've done everything I can, and I won't be left with these questions and this weight on my chest that I cannot move. So yes, I'm going to be asking for help again, because it's Frankie. It's buggered eye, shot, ruined ears, ruined GI tract, probably got cancer now. Really? That's what he deserves? Really? After everything? Frankie. And I know times are frightening and money is hard. And I know I ask probably every other week at the moment, especially when it comes to vet bills. But I got to. If I could fund it myself, I would. But I can't. and so we'll know more after the CT scan and the biopsy next Thursday. He needs his CBCs done, so full blood panel, before he can be anaesthetised. He does have a grade 2 heart murmur, just kind of in the bottom chambers of the heart, but it's nothing too severe, so he should be okay. When he was anaesthetised for his neuter, he was fine. So honestly, that's probably the least of our Frankie-based worries right now. So the biopsy, blood draw on Monday afternoon, which is going to be about $80. The CT scan on Thursday and biopsy, and then we'll go from there and obviously know a bit more information. We should have the CT results kind of Friday. The biopsy might take into the next week, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew everything that was going on. I also wanted to say as well, on the 24th of March, Frankie, I think it's the 23rd or the 24th of March, Frankie will be going to get something. So our young man here will be going to get something called platelet-rich plasma treatment. Hi monkey. So Frankie and Figaro here are the bestest of friends. Aren't you? You two best friends? Yeah, even when Frankie's biting his ears saying don't steal my cuddles. Yes, so platelet-rich plasma. Basically what they do is they will do a draw of Frankie's blood. It's then spun, and the plasma is extracted, and it is then kind of almost like a concentrated version of plasma, and it is then injected back into, in this case, Frankie's elbows. This won't do anything for the cancer. It won't make it worse, but it isn't going to make it better. The hope, however, is that it will help with his arthritis. There is, of course, a possibility that it will not work. These things, there's no guarantee. But if it does work, it might give us the option to actually be able to amputate the bad leg, because the plasma has done enough to help the good, the remaining less bad leg. So we'll see. The cost for that one is approximately $750. So better start selling my internal organs. But I really genuinely do believe that it is worth a try. The orthopedic surgeon who does it believes that Frankie is a very good candidate, and that it could mean that it helps, it works. So that is basically where we are. That's everything that I know.